All right, welcome to in the spirit of things, folks. And, Brother John, you in the loop? I hear the birds chirping.
I'm here, Peter.
Okay, yeah, I was hearing the birds chirping. I was wondering what that was all about. You got them singing, brother. You got them singing over there in Canada, eh?
I do.
Yeah, I had to go Canada, just to make my Canadian brothers and sisters mad at this damn Yankee. It's been one heck of a day, brother. Lots of interesting things going on all day. Brother Michael and I sharing the love, moving forward, multiple levels. Good stuff happening. We put a little facelift up over there at Privatis.Me. So we're just trying to give clarity. Go figure. Anyways, I probably posted. Did you get your big cup? I think I posted everybody the big cup but you. I don't want you to feel left out, so I'm going to have to find the big cup. Yeah, I'm going to find it. It won't take but a second. And I got to share the love.
Yeah, Privatis is quite the facelift on Privatis, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, Michael. Just when I get a handle on my own site, Michael goes and changes everything up on me.
I see that.
I think he does this just to screw with me, just to see if I'm paying attention. But I am, and that's the scary part. I'm actually paying attention. But it's beautiful, beautiful stuff, brother. I think some of the PowerPoints are already in the portals. Matter of fact, it's got its own icon link up under the membership. So, and interesting things have transpired over the last 10 days that I was totally unaware of. But I was wondering why I was not getting. Michael always sends me the email post to sort of get my mind right to do my typographical checks and whatever, which I miss half of them anyways because I got brain damage. But anyways. It's been ironic that, brother, I don't know if you were aware, but nobody was getting the email blast since the 26th of April.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a few things. I thought it was just something that was on purpose. I didn't think anything of it. But, yeah, you're completely right. Now that I'm looking at this, that we're not having any Privatis at all in here since
right.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then Michael, he went over to the hyperlink and went and talked to these folks over at Gator Host or whatever, and had to go in and go deep and go talk to these folks. And then they were trying to say, well, you need to, spend this, that, and the other thing. And Brother Michael and I said, we don't think so, because I've been using your Gator Host since the very beginning, and then all of a sudden now it goes belly up. It's ironic it was a broken link. Michael found it. I told him yesterday or Friday, I said, hey, you said you sent an email blast on a Friday. I sure as heck didn't get it. I said, and that's when the light started to went off in his head because we went through this issue a little bit before. I don't want to say it's the nefarious ones, brother, but come on. We're all paying attention here. Look what we're talking about here. Consent, removing thereby consent thereof, i.e. presumptions. Gee, no wonder they wanted to collapse the link. Well, that's all right. We fixed the link for our brothers and sisters out there who are sitting behind closed room doors listening to what I talk about, eating their sandwiches and rye or whatever they do. So, hey, we'll get you posted, guys. Go ahead and sign in, too. I'll make sure you get the email blast as well. Get your learn.
Hey, Peter, I've got someone here that wants to say hello.
Very good. Oh, is that one of my children?
This is one of your children. Here, just a second. This is Chantal.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for helping us get home.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's
Let's say hi, Wolfie, everybody.
Oh, that's great.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's music to my ears, brother.
They're all shy. Come here, Braden. Come say hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for getting us home.
Oh, Daddy did all the heavy lifting.
Much love.
John, why are you trying to kill me like this, brother? You're killing me. What the hell? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They've been staying up a little late there just to say hi to you and stuff. So they're all excited, half sleepy-eyed.
Oh, that was great. That warms my heart. Yeah, it's sort of like that email you sent me this morning, or that Skype mail.
I'm sorry, brother.
I wake up and then I get tears in my eyes. My wife says, "What's wrong?" And I says, "Well, read this." I made her read it, and wow. Anyways, hey, all this beautiful energy coming forward on multiple levels. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. I love this shift. I love what's coming.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. We've been just spreading the love everywhere now, and it's the kids are so excited to be home, and they're adjusting nicely, and everyone's so excited to see them, all the family and everything else. So it's a great thing, and we've told them all about you and everyone who's helped and everything else, and they're like, "Oh, so we got a new Uncle Peter?" I said, "Yeah, we got a new Uncle Peter."
Oh my goodness. I'm Uncle by default. I wasn't a party to anybody. I deny it all.
Deny.
I've never seen Jesse a day in my life. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it's a nice paradigm shift here too as well. It does show that staying on our peace. It does work. It's definitely a hard old battle, but it definitely does work, and it definitely helps knowing the law and knowing some beautiful people who come to our aid when we thought I was lost. So we wouldn't be here without all you guys who stepped in and helped us, and it's just wow. I'm speechless. I'm not one for being speechless, but it's almost like a dream sometimes.
Hey, we got the peanut gallery in the room, brother. They let the peanut gallery in over at my house, and it's I'm now Uncle McGilla. I won't name any names, Michelle, but anyways, I love it. All this warmth. Anyways, I'm echoing like hell. I know they've tapped into my show, beautiful, or the show, our show. Anyways, oh man.
Well, that's a good thing, Peter. Then we're doing something right, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. How about all those? I've been posting the hell out of stuff this week, sharing the love. The birth certificate, that 6-pager. That shows about parents patriae, in 1926, how they changed everything up. And then it really changes up in 1933. But here's more irrevocable proof for everybody to wrap their minds around. Anyways, I'm going to have to probably dump this call and call back in. I am really echoing. I know I'm not probably to you, but I am to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything on our end at all.
No, it's always mine because they're tapping me. I'm the one who's getting the echo, nobody else. Anyways, let me see. Let me dump off, John. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm on a different page here. Must be a Saturday. Okay. Matter of fact, yeah.
Well, it sounds good, Peter. Jessie wants to say hello to everybody and everything, and send her love a little bit too. So.
All right, very good.
So you're gonna dial back in, are you?
Yeah. Let me. I'll dial right back in. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back in. And
okay.
If you want. In our room, I think I have all these beautiful posts. If you want to just, structure of a birth certificate. That's a beautiful thing to talk about. Register. Anyways, I'll be right back in 30 seconds. You won't have to carry much.
All right, sounds good, brother.
All right, give me a sec.
And like I say, Jessie wants to say hello and send her love to everybody too. So here she is.
Hi, everybody. It's Jessie here. I want to send my love to all of you who've been supporting us, and Peter and Carl and everyone who's been there since the beginning, Michael, Greg, everyone. Michelle, of course, for her wonderful care package and her support through all of this. And it's wonderful to have all the kids back home finally. It's been a long, long ordeal. And so nice to have the baby back. He seems to be adjusting very well. He's very clingy to us now, so it's almost like he knows. He knows I'm not leaving Mommy and Daddy's side ever again. So yeah, the kids just kind of fell right back into their routine, and we're all getting ready for bed and jammies and brushing our teeth now, and yeah, getting back into the swing of things. So definitely a blessing. Long ordeal. All of you have been there and following this. I hope that it gives all of you strength to stand up for what's right, and just know in your heart and believe that when you believe in yourself, you make things possible. You manifest your own reality. So it's true. It's been a nightmare and a dream at the same time. So it's been a blessing in disguise, for sure. We've learned a lot. Definitely learned a lot.
I just sent Dan his big cup. I know he didn't get one today. I had to go check his box, make sure he got his big cup. Did I send it? Yeah, I had to send it to Sam, too. I don't want anybody feeling left out today. I hate when people feel left out, so I'm going to share the love. And, yeah, maybe I need to make a T-shirt, huh? Of course, yeah, we'll take the U and the C out, and we'll have X's in place of it, but they'll get the memo. Anyways, feeling comedic tonight a little bit. Anyways, everybody's all here. Okay, let me go into our portal, and there I go. Okay, I'm back in the loop. I have no echo now.
All right, sounds good.
I made sure everybody got the big cup in our room at Verdict Productions. Okay, yeah, everybody got the memo. Anyways, Jess, yeah, we, like I say, brother, it was both of you two carrying the ball on all this. Like I say, it was just direction of flow. It was a time that it had to come forward. This is how it had to move this way. This is, but like I say, you just opened up the door. Whether you people realize that you're the light bringers on a different level as far as bringing this truth forward. And oh yeah, we have another living beneficiary video coming up very shortly. I forgot to tell you. I talked to Sister Cookie. Everybody's got these funny names, Anyways. Cookie, candy, I mean, it's like baked goods or something,
I'm getting a sweet tooth.
Yeah, getting a sweet tooth, exactly. Anyways, I talked to Cookie for a second. She was at Busch Gardens down there in Florida, and she said, yep, it's in creation mode, being worked on this weekend, so I'm hoping to have this second living beneficiary video brought forward with the transcripts, which have not been redacted, blacked out, deleted by the nefarious ones, because they actually had the sense of mind to hire a private court reporter. Yeah, I mean, these people wouldn't make stuff disappear, would they, John? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. That's why, it's a sad state of affairs when in your world you have to cover your back. You have to do certain things that you thought you would never be required to, because it is Tricks is for Kids hours on so many different levels. They really think that, like I say, somebody died and left them God, and I guess they're finding out different, and they're not happy about it, because we're all supposed to be good, compliant slaves, but this is why I post what I post, John. Yeah, I posted Constructive Trust, hushmoney.org, the 5013C3 scam that all churches bowing to governments, /bail. Yeah, I was hoping, matter of fact, I need to send that one out, the hushmoney.org one. Folks, yeah, punch that in. You might want to read about how your churches are binded up. John, I've been covering that for since 2000, the year 2000. Every pastor printed this information to give them irrevocable proof to share what I was telling them, and they all go woefully silent. I wonder why.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, blissfully unaware.
Yeah, well, and then they look at me when I broach the issue. They skirt it. Brother, I schedule time to go talk to these pastors. You know, I'm not afraid of no ghosts.
Exactly.
They ironically just say, well, that's just the way it is, and blah, blah, blah. No, it's the way it is, but it's been like this since 1933. They've duped all the churches from coming over and giving up their status. Remember, separation of church and state. All churches were, by their own nature, separated from the state, i.e., they didn't have to bow down and ask for permissions. They basically tricked them back in 1933 through lawyers, liars, crooks, and thieves to have these churches give over their so-called status to that one of a subservient status, a 5013C, and I guarantee you there's not one in a million that know what I know on this issue. So I'm going to post it so everybody knows on this issue. Matter of fact, I'm going to post this on the damn education site. I think that's where it needs to go, because they've trained everybody up to give away their power, over at these churches. And, hey, brother, I was raised Roman Catholic. I knew that was screwed up, so I got my mind right there. But, the Southern Baptist things think they have the market, too, and then they want to, brother, inquiring minds want to know. This is why I ask concerted questions that require concerted answers. When somebody will not give me answers through that I seek, that tells me that either they're part of this game, or they really don't want to know and they want to go back to sleep and just floss over it. Don't worry about it, Peter. You're just busying yourself with the mundane. No, I'm busying myself with the substance. Everybody else is busy themselves with the mundane, because it's ironic that all these churches keep income tax. Whatever they've donated to the church for their so-called exemption, their tax exemption. Therein lies. So now we have the churches keeping tabs on its brothers and sisters and giving over willy-nilly to this thing called a private corporation called the IRS. And folks, if you haven't seen the IRS private and corporation pages, it's a 3-page document. It's over on my education page under IRS. And it's a 3-page document showing their corporation papers, 3 pages, 1933, over in Delaware. So, for all those who think I don't know what I'm saying, I'll give you irrevocable proof so you can go look at it for yourself. And that's what, brother, matter of fact, I even covered that on that new video I have coming forward sometime this week when Brother Zach gets completed with it. We're going to break it down into little subsections because it is an hour. And, I don't know how to do anything for a couple of minutes, brother. I got to banter. I got to see. John, I've been getting emails this past week saying, what do I do next? Where do I go? I said, okay, I'm going to fix this problem. I promise. When I get done, everybody's going to know exactly where to go. They're going to know where all these portals are. I call them my cupboards because I've invited them into my house, so when they join for free, they can come over to. I want to show them what's behind, where these cupboards are. Because if they don't know where the cupboards are, they don't know what they need to know to get the clarity of thought that they're seeking, so they can shake the stuff from their mind, their brain, the falsities, the lies, and this false paradigm, and get some real truth, real substance on multiple levels. I did a beautiful overview of the cancer page, and I clicked on links and everything, so they can actually see the books and the informations, the educations. Dr. Simon Tuminicelli, or whatever his name is, that Italian, who talks literally about the sodium bicarbonate. I showed him where the MP3s are of what I've done already. So I said, I'm going to do a hand-holding video. I said, this way, everybody who comes through the front door, and if they're new, even if they're not new, they're going to want to watch this video because they're going to have total clarity on where all the doors are in the house, and they're going to know where all the cupboards are, they're going to know where all the food is, and they get to eat from the tree of truth and knowledge on a different level.
Exactly. Easy peasy, nice and organized, step by step, and you know what I mean? There's no excuse as to why you can't find the information now. And you're adding to it, like I say, every week. And wow, like I say, what a facelift! just beautiful. I'm going through it myself right now. I've been out visiting family all day today, so I'm just getting caught up. And
wow. I'm going to bring Michelle in while you're reviewing, brother. Yeah, open up the site, take a look at it. I want to bring Michelle in and let her share some love. Come on down. The water's fine.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Michelle.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
I'm just stellar.
Yeah, but I knew that already. Hi, John. How are you?
Hey, we're all aglow here.
Oh, it was so beautiful to hear your kids. They're just angelic sounding.
Yeah, they're very, very, very happy. Like I say, you guys have no idea the loving family that these monsters basically took these children from. All in the assumption that we're those weird cult people or something that that believe in their food and their system, their vaccines and that just it's completely opposite. They treat us completely opposite of what we're doing. We're actually uber parents who care so much for our children that we actually care to study and learn and listen and. What a nightmare, but also a dream as well. Like Jesse said, we met so many beautiful souls through this that we probably would never have met, and just that alone, will help us propel this information to other people, and hopefully we can help other people with this.
Well, John, you know what you're doing? What you're doing is, it's ironic. I was didn't mean to interrupt, Michelle. I just wanted to share this one little tidbit. I was talking to a gentleman. We have multiple generations of the dumbing down process, and it's happened since our grandparents. So, yes, we're dead smack dab in the middle of this thing, reversing the flow to the next generation, because if we don't, the next generation will be lost, literally. They will be lost on a whole different level. So, this is so much bigger than all of us combined. We are the nucleus. All we are is, for lack of a better term, the fire starters. It only takes a spark of one man's mind to start a forest fire in the minds of others. And this is exactly what's happened here. This is why they're hacking my site. This is why they're breaking my links. And they're breaking my balls at the same time. But it's all good. I can deal with that because we'll share the love on a different level. They're not going to be able to put the poop back in the elephant. And this is about direction of flow, folks. It's so much bigger than all of us. But we're the starting point. We are the nucleus. So I speak of that, and it's imperative. If we don't, who will?
Exactly. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, my line is breaking up a bit. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just on my end. It's important. For me, it's important that I find my people, and these are words that have been in my awareness for a few years now. I didn't know what it meant at first. I'm getting a better sense of it. But it has to do with community. And, well, I've got a bit of a story, but I think we have to go to break soon.
Yeah.
So
well, I'll tell you what, why don't we tighten it up and let's go to break. And then I'll come back after the hour and share the love.
Very good.
Sounds good.
All right, folks. Hey, everybody go do what you do when you take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.me. Learning how to live in private has never been so easy.
All right. A little bit of winds of change. I'm feeling the winds of change. How about y'all?
I definitely see it.
Beautiful song. Yeah. Grace Slick, 1982, that came out. And, yeah, I'm the musical thesaurus. No, that's not a dinosaur either, folks. It's like a dictionary. What did I say, Michelle? I've got all this useless information in my head. I keep tabs on everything. I'm a walking computer on useless information, but it's actually useful. But I do make a joke about it.
You track time differently from other people, I think, Peter.
Yeah.
You track time with, when songs came into your awareness.
Yep. It's an excellent tracking device. It's worked really good. 7 years old, I was listening to Eric Clapton and Cream. Go figure. Anyways, music is what makes the world go round. It makes me go round. Anyways, it assuages the heart on multiple levels. At least for me, it does.
What's that quote? It's the music is the language of the spheres. I don't know where that comes from.
Me neither.
But it's a vibration, isn't it? And it reaches us. It bypasses the logic centers and our verbal centers, and it goes straight to something that we all sense. You know?
Oh, I mean, I can listen to like a 16th century cantata or something of that nature, an opera or whatever, in the strings and the oboes and all these beautiful tie-ins, these connections, and they resonate literally to the soul of the spirit. It is a spiritual thing. That's why I don't listen to the headbang and stuff. I do listen to a little Avenged Sevenfold every now and then, get my groove on, but for the most part, I don't live there. But I'm willing to look across all venues, but it seems the venues of today is a lot of anger, a lot of dissolution, dysfunction, disrespect, nothing of substance. I don't see much of substance in today's world, and they've done a really, really good job at tricking my brothers and sisters believing that the content of this stuff has any value. It has value only in the fact that it's a good, bad example, at least in my eyes, because it doesn't invoke anything spiritual to move the soul in the proper direction, to go through introspection, to look within oneself. That's the last thing they want these days. So they've done an effective job with most of the new music of the day, the rap and stuff, and I'm not putting it down. I actually like a little bit of Eminem. I was listening to him in 2000. He was putting together some concepts that he was different. I can deal with different. Is there some substance in the context of what they're trying to bring forward? I'm always looking for the substance.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Michelle, you were going to share some love with us before the bottom of the hour, and I would love you to share that.
Yeah, but this is a very interesting topic, music, and the viral quality of music. You were saying that those lower vibrational styles of music just spread, and there are people who celebrate it, and there's this whole cult of just, I don't know, I scratch my head, but I understand what's going on.
Yep.
It's our consciousness, our awareness being guided. And I'm getting a lot of clicks and disruption on my phone line. Are you guys hearing this?
Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of it. That's
okay.
That's the sandwich eaters. They're paying attention today.
Yeah, because our lives are just that fascinating. That everyone has to tune in and listen to us blather on about music and.
Yeah. It's,
I'm not doing a good job advertising the show, am I, Peter?
No, it's all right. Yeah.
I'm like the anti-salesman. Yeah, don't listen. Don't tune in. Don't. Jerry Springer's on.
Right.
Doritos.
But yeah, you're very right about music. Especially with frequencies and stuff like that. We're always talking about frequencies and vibration and all this kind of stuff. And music, I've done a little study on that. And you can put a lot of hidden vibrational messages basically in music, both to the positive or to the negative. And you have to be very careful what you're listening to in your mindset and what you're teaching your children and stuff like this, because harmonic resonance is very, very powerful.
Because we are receivers. We are receivers and we are transmitters.
Yep.
So as careful as I am about what I eat and what I take in, what I consume for my body, I'm equally, maybe more discerning with what I consume for my mind, and that's everything. That's just everything that my senses bring to me. In other words, media, just people in front of me, things going on, music, just everything. And we get a vote. This is what people don't understand. We have a say. We have a say in what is going on around us.
Yep.
We all have a vote. It's just people don't know that. And the more that we come to know that we have a say in this reality that we create, then just imagine.
Yep.
If we all became aware of it all at once, that we actually have power and that we actually have, what we focus on is what we manifest. Quite 100%
exactly.
Correct. Yeah.
So when I focus on, and Peter, you tread a lot lighter than I do, but I have very defined opinions. Any music that speaks negatively about other people, or for whatever reason, their gender or their color, or and glorifies excess in terms of bling and this, and they start listing off just consumer excess, brand names and stuff. I have a very, very clear opinion about that stuff. I do not accept it.
Yep. Well, isn't it just one great big, commercial? Aren't they like these?
Well, it is.
You look at these, exactly.
And
these
it's
videos
a trap. It's a mind hack. It's a viral mind hack to get into your brain so that you give consent, so that you give over. You have become infected by this, and then you become the manifestation of this. It's viral. Seriously, this is how this control mechanism works. It's viral. It comes in through our consciousness, and if we don't stop it there, then we accept it, and we speak of it, we feel it, we manifest it, we act it out. And in acting it out and speaking and feeling it, we give it credence, we give it weight, we give it life. We bring it to life.
Yeah,
so
well,
this thing that starts off as, lyrics, by the way, I mean, the entire music industry is run by, those who would guide our awareness anyway. Hollywood is called Hollywood because this was the magic wand used in these rituals and rites was made with a stick from the holly tree, the holly bush.
Yep,
and,
that's correct.
Look, as above, so below. So you have an entire industry called Hollywood, and this is the psychological operation central. That's where the mind hack begins for most people. And by the way, it's one of the larger industries, isn't it, in the United States? I think the number one is the war machine. After that, I think it's the prison industrial complex, and I think the third is your media, your movies, and call it culture with a K.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, I'd like to interject just for a second. I do have I invited somebody on to the call to share a little love. Doing a third-party debt process, Anna. She's from Canada, and she's got some interesting things to share. Actually, sort of make you chuckle. And I talked to her for about an hour and a half a couple of days ago, and I told her, hey, you need to share the love with all the others that are afraid to actually take an action, which she's doing it. I told her she goes to the head of the class because she does. She got out of her head and realized that, it's just one big hypothecation scam, and decided to take the nasty plunge. So with that being said, I would like to let her come on in for a couple of minutes and share a little bit of the love that her and I were digressing on, if that's all right with everybody here.
Mhm.
Anyways, Andrea, let Anna through.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Anna.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I told
Anna.
you, it's just the four of us. There is no audience. I don't have an audience. Nobody's listening to me. I promise. The only ones that are listening to me are the sandwich eaters, and that's about it.
Agree,
and,
right?
Michelle started that vernacular, by the way, the sandwich eaters. I love it. Anyways,
hey, Anna, I think this qualifies as another Canadian invasion.
It's a Canadian invasion.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. Hey, we're all divine spirits having a human experience, walking upright, breathing, and it's a good thing. So we're all the same.
Borders are an illusion.
Hey, McGill Gorilla can take y'all. Anyways, Anna, tell them what you found of interest when you initiated your first step in the process and what happened.
Okay, so my story is with credit cards.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, the first contact I received on collection was through a lawyer. And, of course, they're demanding payment plus legal fees. And so I thought, okay, this is where it starts. So the debt validation package went out to them. And I was interested in finding out a little bit about this law firm. And funny enough, the lawyer's name was Goodman. Good man, right?
Yeah, Goodman. Yeah, good.
It's funny because you'll see the other names along the way, so nothing happens by chance, right? So
is he from the law firm of Cheatham and Steele?
No.
We cheat a man how? Yeah, we cheat a man how?
That would be too obvious, right? So I sent the validation package out to them, and they didn't want the case. They sent it back to CIBC. And
CIBC being, just for our American friends,
this is Visa.
The bank?
It represents Visa, the credit card.
Okay.
So, of course, they're ruthless, and they went to another law firm. And so now they've retained this new lawyer, and both letters are pretty much standard. Been advised that you failed to make payment, and if you do not make payment on your balance within 10 days, then they'll take every action available under the law. And
wow.
I have to say that normally I would be fearful. I think just as many other people would be, and this is why I agreed to come on the call, because even if, regardless of how much information you hear, when you see it and you realize, hey, I'm on the right track, if this lawyer first took the case of trying to collect, and then they get the debt validation package, and they say, okay, don't want it. Why? Why are they saying
because
don't
they
want
have no valid claim.
That's right. So I wanted to share that piece of information that happened to myself. And my husband, of course, learning through myself, did the same thing with his credit card. His went into collections at first. It didn't go to a lawyer. And when, of course, understanding how that works, the debt collector buys the contract or the alleged debt from the credit card company. So they get the debt validation letter, and they don't want to take it anymore.
Isn't that amazing?
They get scared off, and funny enough, the representative on that the creditor was Payne. So we have Goodman.
Payne? The guy's name was Payne?
Yes.
Like pain in my ass?
Exactly. So so for my husband's situation, they then send it to this other lawyer, and the lawyer's name is Dam.
Damn Payne Goodman.
Oh, Anna, you are getting some very clear signs about what's going on here.
It's very funny. So
wow.
I told Peter I would come on, and this is I've only sent out the first letter. And I've already seen, hands up, I don't want anything to do with this because they're caught. And so I just wanted to share some of my experiences and to anyone out there who may be going through the same thing, please don't give up. Have faith. I've seen it, I've seen clear indications that we're on the right track, and it's only the first package that went out.
Exactly. You haven't sent out the other 3 yet.
Yeah, right. Wait till you close the deal, because I'm going to go to the next step and show some love on a different level.
Yeah.
So while my brothers and sisters are going through this next level, you're going to have this what's called irrevocable proof. And, what I need to do is my brothers and sisters in Canada find out the parallels of what we have in USA Inc. Over here. Like when I ratted them out to the state attorney general over in New Hampshire, whence the third-party bottom feeder was operating out of, I asked to see their bond. I asked to see for, a couple of things. They obviously didn't share any love with me after 30 days, and that was my cue. I called up the attorney. See, I know you won't call an attorney, but that's all right. You don't never have to call an attorney. You really shouldn't anyways, unless you can carry your water, because I love to beat the brakes off attorneys. Remember, I used to do it for sport. See, because I get them so deep in the I let them implicate themselves out of their stupidity, because all they know is they don't know crap. They just know what. When she told me, and I asked her how she got permission or my consent to come across state lines to initiate this process that she did with no signature on it, the withholding, whatever they anyways, I got to spit it out on my computer, the crap she sent. Anyways, I asked her what allowed her to come across state lines, and she goes to me, it's just commerce. I said, yeah, go read the dadgum definition of commerce. That's intercourse, and you're screwing with me without the KY, and she didn't know what to say. She goes, are you an attorney? I says, nope. I go, don't put me in with that ilk. I says, I'm better than that, and my hands aren't tied. And I said, that's when I dogged her a little bit on misprision of a felony. I said, hey, no problem. So not to be charged with this crime myself, I got to report it to your daddy, and I'll let him handle it. And after that, 2 weeks later, it's ironic that they released all the funds they had stole out of my check while they were knee-deep in my back pocket giving me some commerce without the KY. And I got a release. So there's another level we can go to after this, because it's gotten ugly out there. This is why I want to share. And Anna, what type of attorney was the first scumbag? I mean, Mr. Goodman?
That was interesting. They were real estate lawyers.
Real estate lawyers. What the hell is he doing buying up third-party debt? You know why? Because they're looking for low-lying fruit. It's a big industry. It's big it's big bucks to fleece harmless or ignorant brothers and sisters who don't have a clue that there is never, ever a valid claim. So this is the whole point of the exercise of me bringing you on tonight. So for my brothers and sisters out there who are just standing fast, they will railroad you. They will drag you into the game, and they do have the third-party debt prisons set up here, USA Inc., and they're filling them as quick as they can because they made a contract with the Corrections Corporation of America, which I've been covering for the last year, where they guaranteed 90% fill rate of the Gray Bar Motel. So nobody should be going to jail for a third-party lie. So the irony is this. When Anna finishes up on her notice of fault, notice of default, and notice of estoppel, it's closing all the doors and windows. They're literally nailed shut. You're blowing up their tarmac with them on this, with them on it. You will be walking away. They won't be, because when it goes to this level, and I dare the bastards to drag it into court, we can share the love on a different level under misprision of a felony, and it's not where they want to go, because now you're ratting them out. Because once you tell Daddy's now responsible to do something about it. If he fails to do something about it, he gets ratted out for misprision of a felony, and he doesn't want to go to jail neither. So he wants to throw the third party bottom feeder under the bus, and he's going to have to, because if he doesn't do his job, we can go over his head to the next step if we have to, and we're going to share the love with the next one. Folks, this is not warning, and it's not, because
Peter,
all you're doing is making it's called accountability, because you asked and they didn't tell 4 times. It's really that
Peter,
simple.
I'd like to jump in if I could, because once Anna, once she does the notice of fault, notice of default, and notice of estoppel, so those 3 letters will join with the first, and that will be the 4-letter process. The thing is, the debt was sold by the CIBC Visa card to this real estate lawyer, Goodman.
Yep.
The thing is, according to their rules, their laws in commerce, once a debt has been paid, the matter is considered finished. So if this guy Goodman turns around and sells it to another guy,
he's on the hook for fraud.
Exactly. And if this guy turns around and sells it to another guy, well, it's been sold a few times already. And all of these people are, look, I'm not a lawyer, but I think, and I would look into this, I would think they're liable for fraud because the initial alleged debt was already paid off when the third-party debt collector settled with the credit card. So they're breaking their own rules. They're breaking their own laws in commerce here. So once you finish,
they're hoping that we don't know that.
That's right.
Exactly.
Brother Peter does. And I know how to go. And I'm going to share the love because Michael and I will be working on that next process next. So when they get stupid, and because literally this is beyond fraudulent, folks. This is so nefarious. It's so ugly. It's remember I talk about the hypothecation event. They're hypothecating, rehypothecating. They're reviving dead past statutes of limitations. I mean, these scumbags. I mean, I got people talking to me about shit they had. Excuse my French. Sorry, not S-bomb.
Hey, that's not French, by the way, Peter.
Oh, it isn't?
Continue. No, it isn't. I have to give you a lesson, but continue, please.
I know you could. Anyways, now you got me all sidetracked.
Oh, jeez. Allez, continue. Tu étais sur le point de dire quelque chose d'important.
Oui. Anyways, folks, I just got my French lesson because my French is really rusty. Mine's 4-letter adjectives. Anyways, I thought that was French. That's what I was telling the Marines all the time. They bought it.
Yeah, but they're Marines. Sorry.
I love my Marines. I ain't talking bad about them. I just had to share the love. Anyways, Anna, so literally, and Michelle, you're dead nuts right. You're correct. These people, literally, they're reviving garbage. They're reselling it, repackaging it, reselling it. Because once, it's like the brother who shared the love on the $69,000 flight school he didn't get to go to, and they still hypothecated the event and then sent it out to a third-party scumbag to collect on a debt for a school he had never even been to. I mean, folks, you got to love the chicanery here. It's real. Are we having fun yet? I'm just getting warmed up because, folks, yeah, we're going to talk. I'm going to have special classes just on misprision of felony and how to administrate correctly, not as a debt entity, but as a live man, because this is a breach of contract. This is a breach of the trust. Remember, I talk about the estates and the trust. They know that you know it's about a trust because we're letting them know that you're not the trustee. So, this is going to get really interesting real quick worldwide. Because
it is already, Peter. And Anna, once you finish those letters, the thing is, the beautiful thing about it is you're standing in peace. You're not at war.
Yeah,
that's right.
And you're just pointing out to them, look, you'd love to pay the debt, but you don't know who they are, and you're just asking for a copy of the proof. You just want proof of their claim.
Yep.
You want to make sure that you're not dealing with people who are not worthy of your trust.
I could be typing this crap up on my computer. How would you? Hey, it's me. I'm under an alias, an LLC, and Michelle, I'm going to send you a letter. Say, yeah, you send me $5,000 and whatever. It's a scam. Like I say,
my gosh, is my tab up to 5,000 already? Back to plastering now.
It's been actually you have a surplus, so you're good to go.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah, you've got major surplus. Yeah, you've got an endless. Matter of fact, you have an unlimited account.
All right, easy. Thank you. But that's the thing, because they keep us tied down in this mentality, and I want to get onto this. They keep us in this mentality of fight, and that is where we lose. We cannot fight. We cannot wage war to bring about peace. And commerce itself is a form of a distorted consciousness that is based on control. And, you know, is controlling someone not a form of war?
Yep.
So when I do something exclusively because I am expecting something in return from someone, is that not a distortion right there?
Yeah.
And that is how they have us thinking and being and feeling and living. Everything is based on this control.
Yeah.
I'm not about that anymore. What I see is a world where people do because they wish to do. And for the pure pleasure of doing for their brothers and sisters, and not because they have expectations. Yep. Anyway, I'm the
ranter tonight.
I think.
It's all right. Hey, somebody's got to supersede me once in a while. Anyways, hey, guess what, folks? It's about break time, and Anna, thank you very much for coming on and sharing the love. And you know where I live. You can Skype at any time, any questions, and we appreciate you sharing the love tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
Anna, we'd love to hear an update on your letters and how that progresses, and if you have any other occurrences with that.
Yeah, I will. They tried to address me as the all caps name, or the first letter capital and the rest small, and I just sent it back as undeliverable as addressed. I've informed them that who I am, and if they're not going to address me that way, then I'm not going to deal with it in the public.
Very good. Somebody's been hanging out in my classroom. They brought their pencil and books. You're scaring me now, Anna. Don't you dare scare me like this.
It's all good, Peter. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, we love you. Thank you very much. Hey, folks, we're going to go to break right now. Everybody go do what they do on break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.
All right, welcome back to In the Spirit of Things, top of the hour, folks. I love that song. I love that voice. That Evanescence. She really puts it, and she nails it as well. It's on a psychological level. If you listen to the words, folks, wake me up inside. Yeah, save me from the dark. Yeah, we've all been living in the dark for a long time. So, go figure the hidden meaning between the words. They're not hidden at all. It's out in plain sight. They've been trying to tell us for years in multiple musical genres, venues. We just haven't been paying close attention. So, anyways, enough of that rant on Evanescence. She has one incredible voice. Hey, folks, if you have never listened to her song, My Immortal, it'll bring you to tears. It'll melt your heart. It will go right where that soft spot is. If you're awake, if your wood's not wet, it will bring you to tears. That's one of those songs that talk about the love. It's unbelievable. Yeah, there you go. There I go with the music.
Well, artists have that opening, don't they? They have access to the creative, to the energies, the archetypal energies, the creative impulse. They have access to this side that's being sort of stomped out of us. So they've got that upward causation and the downward causation thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dead silence. Okay, Andrea, can we cue the crickets chirping, please?
Oh yeah. Hey, where's my laugh? Where's my laugh clip? Or no, where's my clapping clip? Give me some clapping. Anyways, I was looking for a clap. There we go. Thank you very much. Anyways, folks, we have a sense of humor over here. we don't transcribe to anybody's paradigm. We are in our own paradigm, and it's right where we belong. So, yeah, politically correct is not. If you're looking for politically correct, this is not the place. We're not. We don't live there. We don't have. Matter of fact, I've never ever been accused of being politically correct an entire day of my life. Matter of fact, I've been told exactly the opposite. I'm the square peg in the round hole. But speaking of square pegs and round holes, I got to go somewhere. Yes, speaking of square pegs and round holes, the nefarious ones don't like my site. They hacked us. So I got to throw this out to my brothers and sisters who haven't come over to Privatis.Me for full membership. If they want, I'm going to extend it for a week because all my emails that were blasting for this past week to give everybody the heads up to come through for a full year membership for the 120, it's still available. It'll be available till next Saturday, midnight, the 11th. And you heard it here first because I feel so bad that they clipped us, so I couldn't share the love with my brothers and sisters to come in by the 1st of May. So consider it a done deal. Anybody who comes in, you may their offer will be accepted for full capacity, all the free portals, all the free documents, all the administrative processes, all the videos, everything for one full year. Because I feel real bad that I got knocked out the box. So their screw up is basically me coming forward saying, okay, well, nobody got the memo, so I'm going to give the memo out till the next Saturday. So I'm going to share the love because it will be going up to 240 after the 11th, but we'll probably allow for a split deal for people to do 6 months for full membership as well because this information is that important because this removing the presumptions, removing consent. I know it's got them so happy and excited that I'm sharing this type of love that I want everybody to get it so they can remove the consent. They're telling us we have the capacity to fix a mistake, to remove the consent. So it's time to start removing the consent. Anyways, that's enough of that rant. Hey, anyway, anybody, we're sharing the love.
No, it is a beautiful.
I've heard your rant. That wasn't a rant.
That was not. That was some love. Was that love?
That was. If anything, it was rant light. That's spelled L-I-T-E. Not even correctly spelled. So. Yeah, I'd like to say something, Peter.
Sure.
Yeah, it's actually quite personal, and it has to do with my situation. So I've been where I am now for 4 years, and you're aware of my situation. I gave notice to my landlord that I will not be renewing my lease for another year. That ordinarily would automatically renew starting August 1st. And I'm just going through this process of lightening myself, divesting myself of possessions because just no longer finding utility for the things that I have. And I've been making many trips to the Salvation Army and looking at the rest of my things with a very critical eye. I don't know where I'm going, and it's a very bizarre sensation. I feel like you know how we live our lives and it's day by day and we establish a routine and there's a sameness to our days, day in, day out. There's a sameness, and I'm starting to perceive a big difference. It's as though I'm creating this enormous rip in my time-space continuum. I was reading actually an article. I'm using the words of John Rappaport, one of my favorite investigative journalists, and he wrote this article called "All Terror Attacks Are PSYOPs." And
Yep.
and in it he speaks of when something unusual occurs, it's like you're forcing people out of these are his words. You're forcing people out of their average perception of space and time, but you're not giving them anything to replace it with. They're hanging in a void, so to speak. So I feel like this perception that I'm having now is I have created for myself a rip in my own time-space continuum. My days are no longer the same. And ordinarily we would try to seek, we're uncomfortable with that. We can't stand not knowing what's next. We don't like the non-sameness quality that such an event can create. And he was discussing, a terror attack. But in my case, it's not a terror attack. It's just, Michelle trying to figure out what her place is and where she needs to go next. But it has to do with wanting to. So I feel like I'm sort of dangling in this time space, and there's nothing to go to. So, that there's this desperation to seek resolution. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Sort of
yeah, I've kind of done that myself.
We want to release the anxiety. Yeah, John, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I've done that a few times in my life where, you've a couple times in my life where I've left whole apartments full of stuff, just to completely change. That was one of the things, when I came out here, it was just, had enough of the rat race and enough of the same old stuff like that, and I wanted to get back to nature and get out of the the city life and stuff, and had a complete different change in my life, completely different than what I was used to. I was a city boy for the longest time, but I kind of grew up kind of in the country when I was very young and stuff like that, so I kind of had that background as well. It's kind of almost like what you want to go back to. You want to go back to nature, and you want to go back to spirituality and stuff. Yeah, your root, re-root, exactly. Reground yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Michelle.
Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, I was there 8 months ago. All I need is the clothes on my back. I'm ready to go somewhere. But I don't need control mechanisms telling me anything. I just want to be free.
Yeah, me too. That's one of the words that's been extremely important for me all my life.
You may be finding that a lot too. That your possessions seem to
keep you bind it up.
Yeah, bind it up, exactly. Some people I've heard.
That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. I've given pretty much most of my stuff away. I'm down to the basics. But I just wanted to mention I was walking around today, and it was a beautiful day here. I think it went up to 23 Celsius, which, I don't know, I guess is, Don, are you familiar? Is that maybe about 80 degrees or 78 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that? Mm-hmm. Anyway, gorgeous, beautiful, early spring day, and man, the freaks were out in full force, and I have to say, it was, ordinarily I have no problem, but today, energetically, I was finding it to be draining on me, and I realized that I've spent 4 years in a place where I've been holding the space energetically, and I don't think I can or want to do it anymore. Just, the people playing their loud distortion music with hurtful lyrics and hurtful music, and just the people and the scene and the crowds, and I'm just watching I was just watching these masses of people, and I gotta say I was a bit overwhelmed, and that usually I'm on top of that, and usually I transmute those energies very effectively. But today I was caught quite flat-footed, and I just realized I don't want to be here anymore. I'd like to get out into the country, and or somewhere, but the thing is, I don't know where. I don't know where I'm going.
Well, you know what?
It's welcome to the Michelle Show.
No,
I'm your host.
Okay, this is what I hear coming out here. This beautiful nucleus that's been created. We're ready to move on. Yeah, somebody else said to me, goes, Peter, you ought to create your own nation state. You know, hey, that's a good concept. Yeah, it will be one where everybody's free and unencumbered. Yeah, you won't need licenses and stuff like that. I can see that happening.
It's got to be a nice island up there somewhere, Peter.
You guys know I'm down with that. It's just the words "finding my place" have been important for me for the past 4 years now. So, literally, physically, spiritually. So, for me, it's just a question of space. I'm getting a very strong sense of who the people are, and I think really, Peter, anybody who's resonating with what you and Michael are offering on Privatis.Me and the processes and everything, if they're using those documents, they already have a very strong sense of who they are. I mean, I've been listening to the beautifully strong people who have been sharing their stories, like Cookie and Greg and just now Anna and, you know, the other people that you've mentioned. And, I mean, it's beautiful, but we're just scattered all over the place. So I don't know if this is supposed to happen sort of in an interconnected web way, like it seems to be happening now, or if we're actually physically going to find a place and, you know, set up whatever, Freeland or something.
Right. Now,
are there any listeners who would like to chime in? I'd love to hear other people.
Yeah, anybody want to give us a call if you're getting the paradigm shift and understanding what we're trying to bring forward here, because I see this collective community. Like I say, when Brother Michael and I started Privatis.Me, I knew it was going to be a beautiful place. I just didn't realize we were going to be in this shifting mode on a continuous, ongoing basis and having so many curtains pulled on back so fast. And this is I call this our collective community. This is the whole nuance of Privatis.Me. This is something really special. It's special in the way that we're like-minded. This is the commonality. This is the communion of like-minded spirits coming together across the world. And the irony is, Brother Michael just opened up 58 other countries, and it's now on the cover page, International Debt Validation Package, free from codes and statutes, styled in common law format, free for all paid private members. Any IMF-run country can use this package. Use Google Translate to convert to your language. Isn't that special?
That was beautiful, Peter. And it seems we're going to have to ask Andrea to find some crickets chirping, because I would love to have that sound effect, but it seems we have no callers in the queue. But if you would like to call up, the number is 646-478-4075. And I'm just curious if anybody out there has been experiencing similar things. If you're feeling an urge to become light somehow, if you're feeling a wanderlust, the need to sort of be mobile, if anyone's experiencing any of this, or, you know, if we're just a couple of loose wingnuts in a drawer somewhere.
Well, let me chime in here, because you are on what you focus on. I do believe that, and what you manifest. And since all this happens, stuff like that, like I say, I'm always saying how we've met such wonderful people, and it's so crazy how just almost like family when we meet those of like-minded, how quick we connect. because we're so happy that there are other people who know what we know, and then knowing what we know, usually the people that know what we know are at a higher vibration, I guess, or want to be more in the love status kind of thing, want to help each other and all this kind of stuff and come together as a community. And that's what I'm finding with all the people that we're getting together with. That's why it's so positive, why it's growing so quickly, because, positivity attracts and negativity repels. So, we are trying to bring the positive here, and that's why it's bringing such beautiful souls and beautiful minds together, beautiful people that are ready to, just give up what they're doing right now and start anew, instead of trying to fix what's broken. Well, maybe let's start from anew and, show people that it can be done a different way. So, beautiful.
Well, I think we're all well aware that it is so broken internally, you'll never fix it. You can't fix stupid, you can't fix broke, and it's going to stay broke. So they can run those parallel tracks. We're going to be running on our other set of tracks, and the two shall never meet. This is where we're living. This is where we're moving to. And they can do what they do. And the slaves that give over by consent and decide to stay in consent mode, they're going to be there. Everyone, remember, ironically, I am free will. Free will, act and deed. We get to exercise our own free will, act and deed. They're awaiting us folks. They're waiting for us to remove consent. Just like I said last week, if everybody pulled themselves out of the body politic, the whores up on the hill, the 535 would actually have to go find jobs of substance because they'd have no slaves to run. It's really that damn simple. It's so damn simple. Even a caveman can get it. And I'm a caveman. I'm a gorilla. I get it.
And this is why you're here, Peter, you know what I mean, to wake up as many as we can, because this is what we need to do, because the programming has been so, vast and so intricate that, we got to keep on, repeating and, showing people and bringing forth all the positive stories and all the positive things that are happening. And I love this because, I feel like this is history that I'm witnessing now, and, I can't wait to see where this all goes.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm feeling, like I say, this emotional paradigm shift on multiple levels. It's just I'm still trying to get my sea legs, brother, because I do get a little unbalanced sometimes. Somebody lobs a hand grenade over at me, Michelle, and gets me caught flat-footed. No, actually uneven-footed. I'm looking to get the steering wheel.
What is it I did this time?
It was nothing. I was just bantering. I was just ranting.
Oh, okay. Because there are groups that exist outside of systems. There are Amish communities. There are, I guess, religious sects, but I think we know what governments tend to do with those, right?
Yeah.
And the word flambe comes to mind. I really shouldn't be light about this, but I'm sorry, guys. I see humor in everything, unfortunately. It's so ridiculous. I just see things, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't be making light of them, I guess, but
that's all we can do, really. You know what I mean? With everything we deal with.
The cricket.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways,
all right,
I don't know.
What else were we going to be discussing? Yes.
Well, I sort of wanted to just touch on the birth certificate just a little. It's called Structure of the Birth Certificate. I'll make sure Michael posts it over at Privatis.Me for everybody. I'm pretty much sure I stuck it in everybody's box. It's a 5-page overview. No, it's not my birth certificate bond, but it shows irrevocable proof, and it talks about parens patriae. Now I'd like to cover this probably on the other side of the half hour after the break, but it's called Federal Children, Additional Birth Certificate Research. In 1921, I'm just going to read this one paragraph before we go to break, but this is, I guarantee you, nobody's heard this before, so I'm going to share it. But I have the actual attaching this PDF. It's going to be posted at the site. I'll make sure Brother Michael gets it posted for everybody's consumption, probably repost it in an email blast now the links are no longer broke. because that's what I love about the email blast, because we do send out attachments, i.e. PDFs or links, on what topics Peter's going to be talking about when he talks on Blog Talk, because I love picture word association. So I like to remove presumptions in people's minds, but this thing's huge. It's beautiful. I read this like 7 years ago. I found it again, and I said, you know what, this fits. Anyways, in 1921, the Federal Shepherd-Towner Maternity Act created the birth registration, or what we now know as the birth certificate. It was known as the Maternity Act, and was sold to the American people as a law that would reduce maternal and infant mortality. See, they always sell you a lie, sort of like patriotism, my brothers and sisters going to war over a lie when they're just bankers' wars. Anyways, and to protect the health of mothers and infants. It couldn't be any further from the truth, folks, not when they're giving them 5 shots when they're coming right out the canal these days, compromising the immune system. Anyways, and for other purposes. One of those other purposes provided for the establishment of a federal bureau designed to cooperate with state agencies in the overseeing of its operations and expenditures. What it really did was create a federal birth registry, which exists today, creating federal children. This government, under the doctrine of the parens patriae, Patriae, now legislates for American children as if they are owned by the federal government, John. That's why they thought they could come and steal yours.
Exactly.
Through the public school enrollment process and continued licensing requirements for most aspects of daily life, these children grew up to be adults indoctrinated into the process of asking for permission from Big Daddy government to do all the things necessary to carry out daily activities that exist in what is called the free country. Remember what I said about probably about 45 minutes ago? I was dialoguing with a gentleman about, I said, yep, back in 1933, it was our grandparents that got duped, and they were following the same sorry-ass trail. Then our parents got duped, and then we got duped. So guess what? We're breaking the damn chain right here now, folks. This is what I talk about.
Hang on, Peter. But hang on, Peter. We gave away our rights, all of our rights, in exchange for benefits and privileges. Are you happy with benefits and privileges?
They can kiss my rosy red ass and they keep their benefits and privileges. Yeah, they already done stole all the substance. There is no substance. It's just money of account, not money of substance. So I'll never see a penny anyway. So what's the difference? So they keep raping my estate to pay for the next generation, which is my mom. She's enjoying the benefits of the slave plantation. Hers will be the last generation that enjoys the benefits because it's broke. There's nothing left. It can't continue to go on. It's a friggin' Ponzi scheme, and it's broke. Anyways, I'm getting excited. I forgot to take my medication. Hey, and it's a break time. It's break time. So guess what we're going to do?
I was being sarcastic, though, by the way. I just wanted to
I know you were. Anyways,
okay. Just in case.
I was paying attention in class. Anyways, hey, folks, guess what? We're going to bring a little Chicago to you because I know what next song's next. Go do what you do on break. We'll be right back.
Privatis.Me. No longer do we need to hire lawyers, worry about past debt, or count on doctors to fix our health problems. Privatis.Me. Specializing in real education about the legal system, administratively eliminating your past debt, and teaching you simple, natural ways to restore your health. Join today for free. Learn how to live in private and allow yourself to overcome and stop living in fear. Become a paid member for just $20 per month and receive Peter and Michael's $300 debt termination package for free. Privatis.me. Privatis.me. Take a walk on the private side.
Welcome to the downhill slide, folks. We're to coast into this last half hour of In the Spirit of Things. Anyways, everything they don't want us talking about, that's exactly what we're talking about. Anyways, we just want to share the love, that's all. If they had nothing to hide, and they don't. Folks, they're not hiding anything. They're putting it straight in front of our face. All we got to do is look at it. That's all we have to do. And that's what we're doing. So, I love my echo. I must have a sandwich eater listening to me on the other side. So,
are you echoing again, Peter?
Yeah, I'm echoing. So I'm going to knock it out and
hang on, I think
in.
I'm echoing too.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah, I think I'm echoing too.
Hey, sandwich eaters, how you doing tonight? Yeah, sorry, sons of bees.
John, let's hear you. Are you echoing too, John?
I think I'm all right. I'm not
yeah.
going to echo back.
Anyways, I'm going to call right back in. John, carry the ball. I'll be right back.
That sounds good. Then.
Okay.
I just went upstairs to grab my little 18-month-old, and he was really enjoying that last song there. So he's just really he's just sitting here right now, just listening in with us.
Wow.
But yeah, it's definitely a magical time here.
Back since
Friday.
On Friday, John?
On Friday, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's something else. It's nothing like wearing your heart on the outside of you. These little guys, they definitely walk around with your heart in their hands. Yeah, but no, he's.
I think we've got.
Did we get Peter back? Did we?
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
John. I think we've got
All right,
Peter back.
There we go.
Andrea, you unmute me?
Yeah, you're on, Peter. Do you have an echo now?
No echo. Yeah, the sandwich eaters they're going to have to redial back in and get me some more echo. It reminds me of reverb when I was in a rock band, It's all good.
Very good. Yeah, actually, Andrea, I'm still having an echo, so I'm going to call back. I'll hang up and call back.
There you go. That'll work.
Okay.
Hey, we can do this all night. Hey, we got nothing but time on our hands. Anyways, John, what did you think of that little overview on structure of the birth certificate on Parens Patriae from 1921?
This is exactly the information we need to learn. This is the trick that we were, duped into. This is where it all begins from the birth certificate. We have to learn how to use these things. They were made so that a living person could work and allow themselves to have business and commerce. But we've forgotten that we can switch back and forth. And
right.
This is a big thing, and this is what they found out with me. My kids may have been registered in the system, but they also found out really quickly that I know my law and I know my common law, and they have no right to administer my property. And with knowing this knowledge and knowing who I am, this definitely made them want to backpedal very quickly. You know what?
Hey, you know what? Maybe we need to share the love with these folks, and let's give them our 14-page birth certificate securitization scam. That 14-page beautiful write-up that literally follows a bouncing ball under, I think, one of the codes 3002. Anyways, it has all the tie-in stuff, and it's sort of like the IRS crap under 7701. They have you classified as a taxpayer. How dare you call me something I'm not? But see, we actually screwed up because we actually bought the bull crap and filled out a sorry-ass piece of paper called a 1040 here in USA Inc. and T4s up in your country. So, brother, you know what we're going to do? We're going to share the love because we made a mistake. You know what? It's my job when I made a mistake to correct the damn mistake. So if I have the capability as a man, standing and knowing about the beneficiary position when I can't be the trustee, I'm going to let them know that, hey, I made a mistake, and I'm going to remove presumption on all past 1040s, non pro tunc to the date of inception, so they understand that I'm fixing my mistake. And I'm going to make sure it goes to the upper crust of the scab, the corporation whores, and that's all they are, a bunch of corporate whores, because I proved that on my 3-page document on the IRS 3-page incorporation documents from 1933. It's got the signatures on it and everything. It's a beautiful document. So maybe I need to make a copy of that while I'm rescinding it, just saying, just in case, hey, here's some love, here's your certificate of incorporation. It's my right to contract or not contract with whores, and I choose not to contract with whores anymore. And here's your removal of presumption, just in case you didn't get the memo. So I've got new memos coming forward. Brother Michael already put that document up there. I got to work with him this week to do the T4s for Canada and for the ATO over for my brothers and sisters in Australia, so they can remove their presumptions of the mistake they made and remove the power of attorney, so everybody can get their proverbial mind right. I'm talking about the clowns on the other side. I'm not talking about my brothers and sisters. This is what's scaring the shit out of them. Hey, oops, another S-bomb, sorry. Anyways, this is what's scaring the living poop out. That's why they broke the links. all these emails, because we attach these beautiful links, like with this birth certificate stuff. Oh, he's trying to free all the slaves. How dare he share the truth? We've got to hide the truth and make sure they go back to sleep. We need to give them more fluoridated water, more chemtrails, more GMO foods, so they'll stay dead asleep. This is just not right. He's waking them up. Well, hey, I'm not waking them up, folks. Y'all waking yourselves up. I'm just going to show you irrevocable proof. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, move on. You can stay with. Everybody has free will, act and deeds, i.e., free will, choice to make a decision or not make a decision. Stand still, do nothing, do this, don't do that. Can't you see the signs? Signs everywhere. The signs. Gee, now I'm going off on a song.
Somebody
rant.
slap him.
Myself.
He's going into lyrics now. Slap him. Slap him.
Yeah,
He's
stop
going
you
into
before it
lyrics
gets
now.
like a runaway train. Oh, speaking of train, that's a great song too.
Do you remember those movies, guys, from the 1940s, where the woman would get hysterical and she would just be like spewing off all kinds of stuff, and then the man, some man in a trench coat, and there'd be a fedora, he would slap her across the face, and she would actually thank him. Do you remember those movies?
Yep. So you snap her back into reality.
Right, no, but I mean, she was like spewing like truth, and the guy would just like, I think the term is bitch slap her. The backhanded slap across the face, and she would actually thank him. I mean,
wow, the program has started a long time ago.
I mean, these were men, of course, writing back then, because there would be no women writers back then, but really?
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, just a little a brainial diversion there.
Well, that's what they want to do to us. They want to beat us down, punch us, or physically, like I say, what my brothers and sisters are dealing with now is paramount to emotional rape on multiple levels. What's going on in these court systems?
Financial. It's economic rape too. It's rape on all forms, in all the different levels.
Forced compliance at the end of a gun. We're going to tackle you and beat you into submission until you get your mind right, and then you're going to give over willingly via consent by force. Gee, wow. Where is the free will and all that crap? Anyways, I just wanted to cover one more paragraph on this birth certificate thing. Yeah, I'm going to make sure this gets posted out to everybody for consumption. I'll probably, I know Michael's got it. He just got to post it because everybody needs to read this. Matter of fact, take it to your local municipality and let them get to read it. See, matter of fact, Sister Terry shared the love. She goes, she was getting on a modality of thought. She's got a clarity of thought, and she was wanting to print off that 14-page birth certificate securitization scam to give it to every county employee. And it wouldn't take much energy for everybody in every county, every state and country and whatever to give this to their flunky estate robbers, to let them know that we know that they're robbing the estate. And no, we didn't give over the beneficial interest. You've got to trick us to give over beneficial interest by drafting us for performance under a fiction auspices to create a constructive trust, thereby beating the brakes off of us and making us commit. You're actually, when they get you to answer the name, you're part of the constructive fraud on the constructive trust when they get you to admit to being that dead entity for the energy for that damn game. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Hey, folks, I'm just not that smart. Anyways, let me rant for a second. I want to cover this second paragraph. Anyways, before 1921, the records of births and names of children were entered into family Bibles. Go figure. As were the records of marriages and deaths. These records were readily accepted by both the family and the law as official records. Since 1921, the American people have been registering the births and the names, the fictions, of their children with government of the state in which they were born, even though there is no federal law requiring it. The state tells you that registering your child's birth through birth certificate serves as proof that he or she was born in the United States. I don't want to be birthed in Mammon. anyways, thereby making him or her a United States citizen. That's a crock of crap. How does a child have a choice to be a U.S. citizen when he has no capacity to contract? Anyways, past several years, the Social Security number has been mandated by the federal government. Here we go, another mandate by scumbags, by crooks, whores, at the top of the pecking order. And then in 1933, bankruptcy was declared by FDR. The governors of the then 48 states pledged the full faith, listen to this, folks, the full faith and credit of their states, i.e. the hypothecation of the birth certificate bonds, that's how it started, in 1933, including the citizenry as collateral for loans of credit from the Federal Reserve System, to wit, full faith and credit clause of Constitution, U.S. Article 4, Section 1, requires that foreign judgment be given such faith and credit as it had by law for usage of state of its origin. That foreign statutes are to have force and effect to which they are entitled in home state, and that a judgment or record shall have the same faith, credit, conclusive effect, and obligatory force in other states as it has by law or usage in the state whence taken back. Gee, they use Black's Law Dictionary 4th edition, cites omitted. Anyways, folks, this is a must-read. This is a proverbial must-read for anybody listening to this call. I'll make sure everybody gets it. Matter of fact, I'll make sure Brother Michael posted as a link in the next email blast, provided the link's not broke. Anyways.
Very good, Peter. And Andrea is mentioning that it's on the fan page and the group on Facebook. I think it's, if you do on Facebook, if you do a search on Privatis.Me, and she says it's over on Twitter also. I'm so not social media, so I don't know, John, are you on all these things?
I definitely use the tools for the positive. I understand what the tools are used for, so I use it to spread the truth. So yes, I definitely have an account, and my account definitely shows a lot of truth.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, we do have
Andrea?
Twitter on our face page now, over at Privatis.Me. We do have Facebook, and we have YouTube. So Brother Michael opened up all those portals as well, so we're really giving a whole new direction of flow. Yeah, I am the most technologically deficient, incompetent son of a bitch that walks the face of the earth when it comes to this stuff. All right, maybe we share parallels, Michelle, but definitely. Well, we're running neck and neck. Hey, we're stride for stride on incompetence on this stuff. I'll own it. I can own it.
Andrea says that the Twitter handle is Privatis.Me. Did I get that right, Andrea?
At Privatis.Me.
Or is there supposed to be like a hashtag somewhere in there?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was ha about that.
No.
That's how technologically efficient I am.
Okay, so it's the Twitter handle is at Privatis.Me.
Yep.
Thanks, Andrea.
No dot in there.
So basically, that article that you were reading, Peter, it
should be posted over there.
Posted all over the place. So basically, you're saying that everyone is owned by foreign banking interests. Everyone is owned basically by Rothschilds, let's say.
Right.
Okay.
And the beautiful part, I post all this stuff over. I post all this stuff on this page, so Andrea makes sure it gets. I told her anything I post over here, let it fly. Like the hushmail.org about the 5013C garbage that has been perpetrated on all the churches and all my brothers going to these institutions, for lack of a better term, because they've given over. The 501c3 facts. I got www.cancertruth.net, which was April's newsletter by Ty Bollinger. Hey, I'm giving kudos to Ty. Yeah, he unmasked it. It's called Cancer Outside the Box. Go figure. I read that guy's book years ago, and I said I couldn't believe when I was reading it. I was like in a state of but I knew it was true. I knew it was dead nuts true because he was following the proverbial money trail, and he lost 7 family members to cancer, and he knew that there were some sort of incestuous connections through Big Pharma, FDA, and all these folks. So, hey, folks, if you haven't gone and read that book, go over to the site. Yep. I'm sure Ty won't mind. And if you want to buy his new updated book, you can do that. He has his own website over here at www.cancertruth.net. So I'm throwing a little love out to Brother Ty.
Very good.
Anyway. I post tons of stuff.
You do, and it's very interesting information. I was just going to add the whole thing about the money is it's used as a tool. These people that are basically in charge of creating it and devaluating it, I guess, and they run inflation and deflation. They make they ascribe basically a monetary value to everything, and that's where I do not accept. I do not accept that. So everything has this ascribed monetary value. Life has been given a value. If you look at your insurance, if you still have insurance, life insurance or disability insurance, if you work for a company, just look up how much your left leg is worth. If you lose your
right.
left leg,
oh yes,
or if you lose both your eyeballs,
or
just
a digit,
look into there, or a digit, or an arm, or a complete hand, or your life, because all of these things have a monetary value. There's something wrong with that. My life has does not have a dollar value. It does not have a dollar value. I refuse. There are no piles big enough of dollar bills that will ever replace my life.
Nope, it's paper.
And that's the mind hack. That's the cage that they have put our brains into, so that we think everything has this value. But you know what? Their money is fake. Their game is fake. The whole thing is fake. And when you look at it mathematically, it's impossible. I gave I'm sorry, Peter, I'm ranting, but on one of my previous rants, I was explaining the Federal Reserve and how it lends money at interest to the government. And mathematically, it's impossible for the government to then pay it back.
Yeah, it's called a mathematical anomaly.
Right. So what I'm saying is the money, it's only a tool. The real thing, the real purpose of putting everybody under the spell, the hypnotic spell of money, and thinking that everything has a monetary value attached to it, it's ultimately power. Because so long as people believe this, I can control them. You know why? Because let's say I'm the one doing this, then I can control the value of money. I can bring people to their knees whenever I want. I bring about wars. I bring about stock market crashes. Inflation, that's the invisible tax. People don't have a grasp on that. They don't understand that your money in the bank is being devalued right now, this minute. And you're working, you're doing the same amount of work. Some people are even working harder. But you know what? Food goes up in price. Gas goes up in price. Your rent is higher. Your mortgage is higher. Everything is higher. This is I call it the fool's tax. It's inflation. It's invisible. Nobody understands it or gets it.
Yeah.
This is how we're controlled. Money is just a tool. But we're all under the collective hypnosis of it. As soon as we understand, as soon as we figure our way out of this money mind hack, then we're free.
Yeah.
But so long as we continue to give over to the capitalist system of, everything having a value, and I'm controlling you, I'm giving you this, but I'm really controlling you to give me that.
Yeah.
It's just, we got to figure our way out of this. I'm ranting.
Yeah. It's all right.
And on that light note.
Yeah. Anyways, we're downhill slide, and we're sharing the love tonight. And folks, speaking of sharing the love, Michelle, I'm gonna, like I say, we got hacked last week, folks. So I apologize for all who didn't get the email blast sharing what was going on with us because of all the extra heavy lifting and creating YouTubes and educational portals. We were going to $240 for the annual membership. However, due to the fact that we got hacked and nobody got the memo, I've extended it to next Saturday night, the 11th, So, folks, you got friends and family or whatever who are looking for incredible information to remove presumptions of consent and all these other things that everybody really needs to pay attention to get themselves freed from the chains that bind. I'm going to extend it full year for the 120. After the 11th, though, it's 240, but we will open up the door for a 6-month membership for 120 as well. But anybody that comes between now and next Saturday night on the 11th, they'll get the full year. So you heard it here first. I told Michael to create a email blast to make sure everybody got the memo this coming up week, so we can share the love, because we really want them in the portal for a year, because this is our collective community coming together, because we're going to be uncovering a whole boatload of other stuff through the course of the year. Folks, we just don't cover one little topic and then we're done for the year. No, we're always covering stuff. We're always growing. We're always transitioning. We're always moving forward with multiple informations, new postings, new informations. I'm learning how to do lots of YouTubes these days.
And you say you're not technologically advanced.
Oh, I'm not. Hey, brother. Hey, no. See, this is the best part of it. All I got to do is run my pie hole. I go over to free conferencing and I tape it, and then I send it over to Brother Zach, and I said, you know what to do with this, right? And he does. And so, you know what? That's where I got to throw out the credit to Brother Zach and Brother Dan and all these people who are helping with the love, and Sister Andrea, showing this love, this huge love. They're all part of this huge, massive nucleus. And
Susan with her beautiful PowerPoint skills.
Yes, Susan. Yes, Sister Susan. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out. I got brain damage. I'm gonna have to start creating a list of shout-outs. I'm gonna post it and put it right on my wall. Okay, shout-outs start at 10 minutes before end of show. Anyways,
very good.
Yeah. Anyways, this is beautiful.
Sounds like a tragedy.
What's tragedy?
I said that sounds like a tragedy.
Strategy,
that's my word for a tragic strategy.
Yeah, for whom?
For Hume.
For Hume.
Yeah, for
Anyways,
Hume.
I'm going to give CompassOnlineMarketing.ca. That's Brother Dan. He does for those people who have sites and information they want to get posted and get much better traction. He knows the magic words on what to post on your YouTubes or whatever you create to get it. What is that? SEO? It's something optimization.
Search engine optimization. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, you can be technologically deficient and still get it done. Because Brother Dan's doing all the heavy lifting. The same with Brother Zach. And hey, folks, it's all of us. This is collective unity. Brother John, give my children, my nieces and nephews hugs.
I will do.
I had to get some clarity on that, or you'd be thinking I was hanging out with Jesse for a while, and that never happened. I'll deny it repeatedly. I've never met the woman a day in my life.
All right, calm down. No one's accusing you, Peter. John gives them my love too, and Jesse also.
All right, will do. Everyone says their love, guys.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and everybody, hey, if you didn't get your big cup, get your big cup. I posted it. Anyways, hey, it is 9 o'clock. It is the witching hour, folks. Stand fast, and we'll be back next Tuesday with Brother. Thank you. With Brother Jerry and Brother Peter, and we'll be moving in a new direction on the alternative medical side of the house. I thank everybody for showing up. We'll catch you on the rebound. We love you, and have a great night. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.me. Learning how to live in private has never been so easy. VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to verdictproductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.